굉장히 머리가 아프네. 서장은 또 어디 있는데?
Cleaning materials, otherwise known as a broom cupboard. Nothing of interest here.
이렇게 머리가 아파서.
Sorry, but this area is prohibited.
We must see the prison director quickly.
교도소장.
Closed.
Closed. 교도소 안까지 들어올 수 있는 거야? 교도소장이면은 뭐
Staff cloakroom.
소장실로 가야겠지?
Let us go to the...
비서 사무실?
The locker room.
소장실.
This is the entrance.
죄수의 깜빵이 있고. 여기 아마 부검실일 거야 아마.
Closed.
부검실인가 그럴 거고. 청소 도구함. Closed.
Locked. I can feel a draft. This must be the access to the inside yard. Closed.
뭐 굉장히 복잡한 뭔가. 비서실?
Good morning, miss.
Oh, excuse me, I dropped off. Good morning, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
I am Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. Watson. We would like to talk to the director.
I'll just go and see if he can receive you.
Tiredness, pale face, stiffness. I believe that the young lady is expecting a happy event.
It would seem so.
즐거운 일?
This small rack is for urgent letters to be given immediately to the director.
뭔가 오기 전까지 뭘 해야 되는구만.
This charming secretary is Miss Jenny Patterson.
제니 패터슨이야.
Hot tea.
하트.
The director's office, Mr. P. Patterson. No need to go in there. Strange. The director and the secretary have the same name.
뭔가가 있구만.
I'm delighted to meet you, Mr. Holmes. I am Paul Patterson, director of this establishment. You wish to talk to me? I hope this unexpected visit isn't to announce bad news.
No, do not worry. We are investigating an affair of the highest importance, one which could potentially affect the security of the kingdom. Therefore, it is imperative that we interview one of your prisoners, Hans Schielmann.
Hans, the rat killer. He's been in here for a long while now, and he's had no contact with the outside. How could he be involved in such an affair?
That is what we would like to find out.
And you have been commissioned by Scotland Yard?
Evidently.
Very well. I have complete confidence in you, Mr. Holmes. I will draw up a pass that you should give to Warden James in the guardroom. He will show you to the cells.
Thank you, Director.
Keep me informed of your progress. And if there is anything else, don't hesitate to let me know.
We shall certainly do so.
어허.
Miss Patterson, you have the same name as the director. Are you related?
Come, Watson. Anyone who might have made the slightest study of anthropology would have noted the similarities between the young lady and her father.
Mr. Holmes is right, I am his daughter, but he doesn't like to talk about it. I think he's afraid of being accused of favoritism.
I'm sure it was your qualities alone which secured you this position, miss.
If you must try out your powers of seduction, then what do you say about using them on the rat killer? Goodbye, miss.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
가시죠.
Sorry, but this...
통행증 받았잖아. 쟤한테 얘기해야 돼?
Sorry, sirs. Sorry, sir.
아이고, 뭔가 하나 할 때마다 항상 뭐 저거를 들고 다니고 이래야 되네.
Ah, you've got a pass for the high security area. It's the door at the end. Go ahead.
It is about the sun. This information. It is.
Yes.
지스탄 칼슘.
My name is Peter James, Chief Warden,
James.
and this is Deputy Warden O'Sullivan.
설리반.
I imagine I will find Hans Schielmann behind these bars in the basement.
Yes, the high security cells are down there.
한스 슐만.
Is this the only access?
Yes, there was a second door at the end of the main hall, but it's been blocked up as a security measure.
Thank you, Chief Warden.
At your service. If you
Um,
require further information, Warden Mackenzie will help you. He's at his post in the basement.
Mr. Holmes, I am a huge admirer of yours. I have followed all your cases and successes with the greatest interest.
What enthusiasm! Have you ever thought of a career in the police force?
Have I thought about it? It's my dream. And I'm going to try my chance once this establishment closes down. I'm studying hard for the examination to get into police school.
Tell me about the prisoners, Warden James.
We only have a few. As you might be aware, the days of this place are numbered. Therefore, we no longer receive new prisoners. Those who are already here are among the most dangerous in London. We have 3 at the moment, Hans the Rat Killer and the Flint Brothers.
The Flint brothers.
Yes, 2 rather simple-minded maniacs who detest one another despite their relation.
아이고.
They massacred their parents and decapitated their neighbors.
지탄양꾼의 저기
It took
그
more than 9
자료가
policemen
있었네.
to overpower them.
There isn't any information on the notice board. Should there be notes about duties?
Yes, there should be, but Miss Patterson hasn't put up the guard's assignments for this week yet. It's not like her. Usually she does it first thing in the morning. Without these instructions, the guard in the basement won't be changed. I would go and get them, but I don't want the director to catch me there. He's very strict. Doesn't like us wandering around when we're on duty. And it would get his daughter in trouble. He's not being very pleasant with her at the moment. And I don't want to make things worse.
How does not having the information about guard duty stop you from ensuring the watch in the basement?
Because of the system of opening the doors, Mr. Holmes. As you can see, they are equipped with a mechanical timer which answers to a code. When the timer stops, that is to say at the end of each watch, the doors block automatically and the code is reset. It is therefore impossible to open the doors without the new code.
And who has the code?
Only the guard who takes the new watch. He's the only one who can open the envelope that it's kept in. He learns it by heart and destroys the message.
Very clever. But let's look at the limits of this procedure. One false note and the system falls apart.
See you later, Miss.
아하이. 가봅시다.
The guards must spend.
This device.
이것도 암호 나오는 것도 암호 뭐 이렇게 수수께끼 하는 거 아니겠지? 아 너무 어려워.
Here's the famous high security area.
Warden Mackenzie, at your service, sir.
Good morning, Warden. I have a pass which allows me to speak with prisoner Hunts.
Very well. It is the cell at the end to your left. I'd advise you to walk in the middle of the corridor.
가운데 통로로 가는 게 좋을 거라고. 쥐사냥꾼 애들은 자료가 있을 텐데. 독일 출생의 쥐사냥꾼? 형제라고 안 했나? 1839년생 1월 1일세 형벌 종신형.
Hey, brother. Lucky for you that they caught you before I rearranged your dirty little rat's face. I'm gonna kill my brother. But before that, I'm gonna make him eat his own eyes. Just for a laugh.
여기 3명 있다 그랬지? 쥐사냥꾼 형제 끝방 한스.
Hans Schielmann, I require some information from you.
So, who do we have here? The celebrated Sherlock Holmes himself. Do you know that for all the time I have spent rotting in here, you are my first and only visitor? I think this is cause for celebration. A confrontation between two geniuses, two extraordinary minds.
I am afraid that you are not quite as great a chemist as you believe you are, Mr. Schielmann. I will not say that you never were. No, it was certainly true once. But you see, while you are whiling away your days in here, it appears that someone on the outside is at the point of surpassing you, if that is not already the case.
Yes, I heard about that. A chemical poison that eats away at the flesh and provokes hysteria. I recognize talent when I see it, but it's only a matter of time before I win back my laurels. Believe me.
What can you tell me?
That depends on what you can bring to me.
What do you want?
Do you know why I am treated so harshly? For my meals, I am given nothing but a hunk of bread, and even then, not just any sort.
Get to the point.
Never interrupt me! Where was I? Oh yes, the bread. Did you know that with a little rye yeast, a pinch of moss, certain cockroach secretions, just enough light and damp, with a few other ingredients that I will keep quiet about, I succeeded in poisoning half the staff here. Unfortunately, a little something was omitted, which would have made the results fatal. Instead, it merely caused acute attacks of stress and powerful hallucinations. Even so, I got a great laugh out of watching them cry like babies when they saw their most primitive fears materializing before them.
You are a monster, Mr. Schielmann.
Thank you.
It wasn't a compliment.
But of course it was! You others, you ordinary, narrow-minded people, you are afraid of anything that you cannot comprehend. You call me a monster because what you find impossible to face is just the slightest fraction of my genius. If by monster you mean someone who is nothing like you, then it is a compliment.
What do you need?
Very little. Just something to write with. You see, my brain races like an engine with too many thoughts. I see them crackle and explode into thousands of formulae right in front of me. What a torture not to be able to write them down. What a hell to see them vanish just as quickly as they appear
원래
to me.
교도소에는 뾰족한
Just bring me
물건이
something
금지돼
that I
있지?
can write with.
That's all. That seems an easy enough request to fulfill.
A
But listen, I don't want a vulgar inkwell and a pigeon's feather. No, I need material fit for my talent. I want my ink pen. Bring it to me, and I will be happy to pass on to you a little of my knowledge of
본인 펜이
modern
어딘데?
chemistry.
Where is it?
It was confiscated upon my arrival here.
탈의실이-
I suppose it might be in my locker, in the locker room. Leave me now, and don't come back without my ink pen.
잉크펜.
See
짝별
you.
하이. 바이바이.
Ward.
탈의실에 있다고? 탈의실 잠겨있지 않았나? 하하.
I'm glad to.
Can you tell me where I might find the locker room?
In the corridor that leads to the director's office. That's where the prisoners' civilian stuff is held. But seeing the length of their sentences, they've little chance of ever getting it back.
Can you open the locker room for us? We would like to inspect Shieldman's personal items.
No, Mr. Holmes. I'm not responsible for that. You will find the keys in the secretary's office.
See you later.
비서 사무실. 그래서 아까 전에 비서 저기 비서가 저거 뭐 정보 같은 게 있었구나. 그러면 비서를 뭔가 꼬드길 만한 뭔가가 필요하다는 건데. 탈의실 열쇠.
Miss, may we borrow the keys to the locker room?
You'll need authorization from the director to open that door. If you wait a moment, then I will inform him.
We will wait, thank you.
Anything new, Mr. Holmes? Is your investigation advancing? Mr. Holmes, have you been able to get what you wanted from our lodger?
2019에서
What can I do?
We need to examine Shieldman's
Very well, but be extremely careful.
What do you mean?
협조적이네.
In that madman's compartment, you will find a strange little coded case which refused point blank to open when he was incarcerated. We did try to force it, but without success.
Didn't you ask the experts?
Of course we did. Experts from Scotland Yard came to examine it, but they came to the conclusion that it was better that the case remain
I see. They were afraid that some poison or other might escape if it was opened.
Exactly. Bear in mind that this man is an evil genius, a master poisoner, and that his poisons are never ordinary. Here's the key to the locker room. I give you the authorization to open it.
Good.
Miss Patterson, the guards are still waiting for you to put up the duty list. Do it as soon as possible. Without it, the changing of the guard cannot take place.
아하, 머리가 아프냐? 왜?
Dry your tears, miss. I'm certain that your father didn't mean to hurt you.
Mr. Watson, I can't put up the duty list. And when he finds out, he'll be furious.
왜 또 뭔가
Why
있어?
can't you?
It's in my locker, in the cloakroom, and I've lost the key.
Your aunt.
Say no more, Holmes. As you keep repeating, time is against us. Let's go and look at the things in the rat killer's locker.
하하. 사람 열쇠를 뭐 잊어버릴 수도 있지. 그런 정도면 뭐 열쇠로 따면 될 거 아니야.
Closed.
아이씨.
Closed.
Closed. 어떻게 여기가 아니라는 건가?
Staff closed.
직원 보관소 여기 있나?
Closed.
클로즈드는 알고 있어.
Closed.
Close.
Locked. I can feel a draft. This
여기는 말이 더 많네. Close.
closed.
탈의실에 있다 그랬지?
Cleaning materials. Otherwise,
청소도구함. 탈의실. 어디 봅시다.
closed.
탈의실. 여기네.
Here is the locker of our friend, Hans, the mad scientist. Oh, what a... This solid box must hold a precious object.
아이고 머리 아프다. 또 퍼즐이야. 화학 기호 같은데?
Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest here. Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest
화학
here.
기호인데.
Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest here. Nothing of interest here. I can't do. I can't do that.
뭘까?
Blotting paper. Blotting paper.
앞지?
A poem in Hans's handwriting. Nothing of interest. Nothing of
뭐지? PPL
nothing of interest.
AD 아이씨 뭐 영어를 영어하고 이거 상관없는 것 같은데? LS 이 기호에 따라서 뭔가가 있는 것 같은데? 좀 진하게 눌러쓴 저런 게 있어.
Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest here. Nothing of
어슨 뭐 어서 뭐라고 써있는지 모르겠어.
nothing of interest. Nothing of
앞지
blotting paper. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that.
어허
Blotting.
뭘까?
Blotting paper. A poem in Hans's handwriting.
앞지
Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest. This cannot be a simple coincidence.
PS PRS
I can't do that.
PRS
Nothing of interest here. Nothing of interest here.
S.
Nothing of interest here. Blotting paper. I can't.
PRS인데 PR S
No. No, it is unnecessary. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do.
PRHS
I can't.
여기 구멍이 있는 데가
I can't do that.
PRHS
I can't do that.
PHS 어허 HG 설마 뭐 이런 거 한스 뭐 이런 건 아니겠지? H인데? H
That's not right. I can't do that. I can't do that.
H P R 혹시나 이건가? H H라 H가 아까 어디 있었지? 한스 브로 뭐 이런 건가? H
Blotting paper.
BR BR이라
That's not right. Start again.
어허 아이고 뭘까?
There is something interesting here. There is some.
하나가
I can't do that.
여기 아니야?
I can't do.
H S B R 아 뭘까?
I can't do that. 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 I can't do that.
뭘까?
I can't do that. I can't do that.
아무튼 이건 BR이잖아, BR.
Blotting paper.
How? 브릿지. How? S. 와우, 너무 어렵다 이거. 아하, 뭔가가 있는데.
I can't do.
혹시? H B R C A S.
Perfect.
뭐야?
What is written on that note, Holmes?
Later, Watson, later. We can give a paper. Blotting.
다 끝난 건가? 다 끝난 거야?
Closed.
Closed. 아, 너무 어려워, 너무 어려워. 근데 저기 그거는 해결 안 해도 되는 거야? 뭔가 뭐를 해결해 달라고 그러지 않았어? 열쇠는 어떡하라고? 내가리? 뭔가 단서도 없는겨? 잠겨있잖아.
Hot tea! Hot tea!
Locked. I can feel a draft. This must be the access to the inside yard.
What a bunch of incompetents. Oh, if I was as unprofessional as that, there would be murderers running all over the town.
What's the matter? Are you a patient of Dr. Watson?
Very amusing.
I was going on about the dry cleaners in Westgate Street. They've just delivered my ceremonial uniform in the middle of my duty, when I've told them 1,000 times not to bring it until after 6 in the evening.
A ceremonial uniform? You've been promoted?
No, and that's not about to happen. No, I've been invited to a wedding. I mean, I hope to be. I'm in trouble. If the director sees that I've left my post, I'll be sacked without pay.
Give it to me, Warden Brighton. I'll take care of it for you.
Really? Thanks a lot. Here's the key to the cloakroom and that of my locker. I'm really grateful, Mr. Holmes.
보관소 열쇠를요. 어디
What have you
있어?
got in mind, Holmes? You're not doing this out of kindness, are you?
No, out of curiosity. We will be able to access the cloakroom with these keys.
아하, 머리가 아프군. 넌 또 뭐야? 자, 일단 오늘은 여기까지만 하겠습니다. 제가 할 게 많아서 홈즈를 하는 동안 굉장히 머리 쓸 일이 너무 많네요. 네, 그러면은 다음에 뵙죠.